the button done. Now I can aim that for the jump continues. Yep, making. Okay. Technically don't have any links, so I don't really mind. They're not gonna come back, probably. If they do, then they're gonna receive the Benny ban, but so far they haven't done anything that is ban worthy, just trying to share something on us without a link. Okay. So we did really minor changes. On the weekend, which is I made a little map, a little mock-up for like the basically one of the first few maps. And the other change I made is I made better shrines, basically. So now they are these old mossy things, and once a spirit enters them, they light up, they flower up, they give off some particles. And the game only ends now when all particles are dead. So it won't just interrupt it quickly. So yeah, this is the only change I did. Like some slight oh yeah, it doesn't reset because that is not built in yet. It's like slight sprite tuning, but nothing technically big. And we're gonna continue on this pattern basically for today. One thing I want to do is buttons and windows. I want to create a block that is basically a switch block. So it has some kind of switch, and if you press it on, it turns on or off. Or if you like go over the switch, it will switch it in two states. Particle system for Pico would be cool. I mean, we have now. There you go. Those are particles. What did I want? I wanted to say something. I don't think you technically need an editor for this, but you can always just do one. Nothing is stopping you from creating a button particle editor and publish it for others to use. Yeah, these are the shrines now. Hold on, this way. These little sprites. These two. And now I want to create two other ones, which are gonna be representing the blocks on and off state. And I'm thinking about having mushrooms like grow up and block your way. So you might need to get rid of the decal mushroom, because I want to have like a huge, that's too huge, but a really big mushy hold on. How did I... Cheating a bit by looking into how I did things with D-dash. Okay, so I had the big cap, a darker part, and the lighter part for the bottom. So this is gonna be the grown mushroom that is gonna block your way. Now, how to symbolize? Maybe just a hole with... Thinking on how to symbolize a mushroom that is not grown yet. Do we just make a little small mushroom? Or do we try to some way to convey that this mushroom is in the ground? This is way too big still. That's probably something like that. So in theory, this would be the non-octave one, and this would be the octave one. These look like walls for sure. If there would be like 2 trees over here and this in the middle, you wouldn't think going through there, I think. And I think this is small enough that it doesn't indicate being a wall. It being a wall. So now we need something to trigger these. What is gonna be the tile that you are stepping on to grow all these mushrooms? Can I make a tile that looks like a flower ring? Probably not, right? It's gonna be too busy, right? Yeah, this is way too busy. So it doesn't even have the shadows yet. Yeah, the outlines, because what that is one plan that everything that is gameplay related should have some kind of outline to indicate, like all the decals are missing the outlines, but everything that is interactable does have an outline. Sadly, I don't have an idea for this for the moment. Do I make another little shrine looking thing? There's not much, not much options. Oh. Because the sprite space is kind of limited. Not the sprite space, but like the 8x8 sprite is really limiting. Can we make a little statue that looks like a mushroom? I think I have too many mushrooms, mushroom related things. I don't really want to have a block, like an actual lever. Back then I had garden gnomes with pot of gold in Druid-1, but I don't want to copy the full game basically. Okay, for now, just so I don't sit here, I'm gonna say X mods the spot. And what we want to do is... Oh, for this I need my whole map loading system. Okay. Okay, I get it. Trade. It is called Mossy, the actual file. Let's see. We need to unload the map. which basically will clear all the arrays. What we want today is map loading switchable blocks. So we're gonna have this. This is gonna just reset the map. And we need the load map as well. And this is gonna be the trickier one of the two. Don't need you right now. So how these work is I have strings in my files that basically present the maps, and the load map grabs the map that you need based on which you are and parses this whole thing in and just msets and adds a few objects based on the tile IDs. It is called map collection. We add it to the init. This is gonna be different here. Shrooms I don't need. XY I need. And the last function we need is an export. Because how this is what I will need to like look into in the following days, so it is quicker. But what I usually do is just copy the whole card, name it as level 1, and I draw the level, and I have it print out to the terminal of its current map, and then I can always go back to the maps. Mossy. Yeah, for example, here's my level editor, and this is the thing I want. Is export map. Export map. So this is just looping over the map that is drawn inside the map data and gonna paste it down out to the clipboard. And now after init, you can just call export map and it will be on the clipboard. Now if I reload this, nothing is happening, but in the background, we have added all this new data. So I can say save level 1.p8. And now I can go into the map data. And for example, the first map is gonna be quite easy because you're gonna have just one spirit on the whole map. Because this is what is trying to teach you the game. And we need to draw better arrows, and then maybe we can put them on the map as well. It's like a reminder that those are the controls. You're gonna plop the spirit here. We're gonna plop the shrine here. And basically, at the moment, you cannot enter the shrine ever, basically, because you cannot move to here. How about we do something like this? So now you have two ways. One way is this long round. The other is down to here. You can have a few more trees. So they look intimidating, but they do nothing. You can put a tree over here as well. And that is the first map. So now if I press Ctrl S and reload the map, then I should have a map string on the clipboard. So if I go here and do a quotation mark and press Ctrl V, bam, we have a long string, and this is the first map. Step 1. This is how you can grab map data from other cards. How I do it. What I want to look into later, maybe tomorrow, if I can actually write into a text file and read the text file, so I don't even have to like copy C. I just say this puts into the first line in the text, this puts into the second, and this card just grabs that whole file, but that is for later. We want to have a level index. It's gonna be 1. And here in this main card, we can say load map level. I think it is called load map, right? Yes. So this will grab the first big string from the collection. And now what we want to do is we keep every tile as it is. The only tiles which we use as specials are gonna be the spirits, which is tile 12. The mushrooms, and the flips for the mushrooms. So we're gonna go back to init and we specified a few more tiles. So we're gonna say spirit tile equals 12, mushroom tile equals okay, we need a mushroom on tile and a mushroom off, and they are 28, 29, 29, and no, 28, mushroom flip is 27. So we don't care for the mushrooms right now, but we care for the spirits. So if tile ID, oh, I need to get rid of the caps lock. If tile ID equals to spirit tile, then we are gonna be saying odd character xy. I think I need yx, to be honest, because this is, if I remember correctly, this is iterating backwards. Let me load map music, load map, unload map. Oh no, I'm using xy, okay. Splash, welcome. How you doing? It's going fine. We are just about to create maps from a map string, because we're gonna have different files for the different maps, and we're gonna export them into strings, and we're gonna build the maps based on those strings. And we are trying to build that right now at the moment. Else, how's your team doing? You are participating, right? If I remember correctly. So some kind of visual novel looking thing. Was that someone else? Please don't be. Please don't say it was someone else and I'm confusing people. And technically this is all. What we need to do first is to unload the map on init, and later after every load call unload the map. So if I save this and I load the main card and I run it, okay, something is messed up, but now we have the other map, not the one that is inside this map data. So I have oh yeah, because I have 3 players because I'm stupid. We have 3 players because in the init we still ought to, but we don't need to do this anymore. So now if I reload, I have 1 spirit on the place where it was placed on the other card. So if I go back to load level of 1, yeah, this is where we put the guy. One more thing is left is to replace the tile under this. So if I go back to load, so you see there is an empty tile because the player was under it. What we still need to do is to, up here when we place a player, we were just gonna say mset x, y, and we're gonna grab the full tile, which is 18. And now if I reload, it's like something never happened. So now let's go to load level 1, save level 2, and let's try to make this a bit more trickier. With introducing another spirit. Hold on. It might just worth to PPJJGG. Yes. And save this as level 2.png. Huh? Hold on. PICO-8 cards. PP. Where is PP? PP. I don't see. Oh, because it's not named PP. It is named Druid-2 because I'm a creative person. Lol. So now that is deleted. Oh, it's not P. I'm trying to save a PNG. That is why this is complaining. So now let's get rid of the mushrooms. And where is my notebook? I have a little notebook that has maps doodled up. No, this is calculus. Fuck that. I have suffered with that enough. I don't want to say it again if I can afford it. Oh, Jesus Christ. I hated calculus. 2 was okay, but the 1, I hated that. So the first proper 2-player level doesn't have these 3 here. This has this. Has another character here. And this is basically our first proper 2-player one. So now if I save this and reboot, we have the string for this. So we go back to the code. And this is map 1. We put a comma in the end. And this is map 2. So now let's make it so that we can go from one map to another. So for this, what you need is when we've won, so update won. We don't want to go back to init. We want to say level. Is it called level index? It's just called level. So once we've won and we press the button, we add 1 to level. We call unload map and we call load map level. So now if we won, we increase the number that is telling us on which map we are gonna be on, and we're gonna load that map. Also, don't forget to say that the state is now yet again game, because we want to go back to the game state. Few things we have to clear up before this is told you guys that we have to unload stuff. So characters needs to be emptied and particles needs to be emptied. Oh, hold on. So your question earlier, but only could answer now. No problems, no problems. I was doing okay, by the way. We got our narrative script done yesterday, but still working on assets and the code. Hell yeah. And you probably have the bulk of it done as well, if you have all the narrative done. I think in like story-based game, that's like the main thing that needs to be done. So now let's try to see if we can go from map 1 to map 2. So this is map 1, let's complete it. And if I press X... hold on, we might not be... Which file is this? Oh yeah, this is the level 2 one. Load PPJJGG run. So level 1. We complete level 1, we press X. Level 2. And now if I press X, we're gonna crash. Oh no, it's empty. Huh? Huh? How does that make sense? Can you over-index a collection? Can you over-index a PICO-8? What? Hold on, let me... Need another PICO-8 window. Array equals 1, 2. Local number equals array p print number. Okay, it is nil. Can... So we have a split code, you know, right? Here. Here. So can I call a split on nil? That is what is going on. Print, hold on. For I equals 1. Local splitted equals split number. For I equals 1. I in or splitted. I'm not showing this because this is not relevant for the time being. It's just me being curious, figuring out something I didn't know. Oh, I didn't know this. That's cool. I thought it is gonna crash because there is a nil there, and I didn't thought that you can like or I didn't know you could split a nil and iterate over its values. Huh. They will learn something. But yeah, now we have map loading. You can go from one map to another. So let's go back to here. And we're gonna say load level. It doesn't matter which one we clone, by the way. Save level 3. .8. So now let's get rid of these two islands up here and make something a bit more unique. I have a map for this as well, but it is also a 4x4 basically. So there's nothing crazy or unique. But for the first few levels, I don't want to do anything crazy or unique. So, what is the notebook? Also Splash, can I know what is the parallel gonna be in your game, or is it up to me to figure it out once I play it? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So this is the play area basically. Just need to figure out because I have them laid out on grids. Here, there is a goal here. There is a speed up here. Oh, I am looking at the wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna move on from these 4x4 things, but for the first few maps, let's not overload the player. That is my idea behind having this. It's 2 here, 1 over here. Is the goal. Here is the spin. We need to enclose these. That is how the movement works. We need to enclose this as well. Now we have the base for our little forest. Let's put a lake here. How about that? So now that we have this is pretty ugly still. This part I don't enjoy. So now we have this map. So let's save it and reload. Now we have the string. So we go back to the main card. This is gonna be today, by the way. And we pass it into here. We save. We load the main card. Stage 1. Stage 2. Stage 3. Oh my god, this is overwhelming, to be honest. But this is what we need to figure out. I have like the inputs for this, so yay! Now these are just the other maps, and you can restart anytime this. That's the one of the better things here. You can modify the map however you want, because once we reload, we are loading in from a string. It doesn't matter what you do with your map during playtime. Whee! Okay, I have, I think, one more map somewhere. And then we are just gonna be speedballing? Not speedballing. Is it speedballing? I don't know. Improvising. Said I didn't have that much time that I would love to have on my hands. So let's go back to menu. For example, level 3. Save it as level 4. You go back to the level editor. You know what? Now that I think about it, I should save a template card. This is just this big green thingamajig. We want to have like 5 stages per. I'm confusing everyone with sometimes mixing in Hungarian words. So I want to have, for example, around 5 stages per mechanic, per increasing of spirit number. My base idea is 15 levels for the gem, so we will see how far we will go. What does this do? We can probably have like a river going down here. It doesn't really matter the length, so we could maybe do a map with these too long. Because technically it doesn't matter how far one movement goes. So this is the template for level 2. Not fully, because I need a 3 line here. I can put anything in this line and this line. So just to confuse the players. Wait, 1, 2. Oh, this is 5. That is why something is not okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need these 2 trees, so you cannot go outside here. This is not needed. You cannot escape this, you can just only go upwards. Want another duck that is looking the other way. You say I need to remember to put the duck in other cards as well, but also I wanted this to be curved. You can maybe put a little island here in the middle. Place a few lily pads. And if I save and load this, then we have the string for level 4. Also, I should remember to switch to PICO-8 when I'm editing a map, so I can see me actually do stuff. So I can go back to load, pp, load pp load. Yay! I think I want to extend that upper part. It looks weird with that round over. I think it looks just fine as a like a river bank kind of map. So let's go back to level 4. technically I can go load. Control C, Control V. Don't forget the duck in the main card as well. And then let's find the big string. Here's the big string. Now I want to delete this and oh, I have the duck pasted. Okay. This might be a bit too quiet, by the way. Bless you. Yeah, now it looks better. It looks like a river going down in the middle. This is all the pre-made maps I had. Now we're just gonna improvise. Save. Level 5.p8. I haven't made the... One day I will do the template. I want to make islands yet again. How about we make islands yet again? Blah, 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 blah. I don't need these. So then I can just do this. So let's have map like this. I don't know, maybe like where is 14? This is 15 down. So now we have this big river bank. I don't like this. This is still on the map. 15, 15. Okay, let's put spirit somewhere. Let's put a spirit somewhere else. And now, like, the thing is, I always had some kind of guideline. Let's divide them in the middle. Because I don't, technically I don't need anything else. So, if you start like this, you can press down and win immediately. That you don't want. This way now, you want to go around for this. And you cannot reach this. You want to have something down there. I don't know, let's have a few more trees here. Actually, let's have an empty space here, so it is water. Let's have a little lake in the middle. So now if you press right, please go over here. So now if you press down, this comes down here. Hold on. Need notes. It is left and it is down. So if you press left and down, then this is going somewhere here. So why cannot we go down here already? Let's say we can, and we will see where that will lead. So now this can just jump here. Let's not have it all the way there, just here. So now one way that people can do is this roundabout here. So let me branch here my notebook. If you go the roundabout way, then you press right. This is down here, so nothing happens. So you go here, and you press up. Right? Up. Then this guy gets over here, and this zoops all the way here. So now if I press left, they align here. So let's have a little tree here, and they can align that way both. So we press left, down, left. So that is one way. You're doing this loop-de-loop. So let's find another way. So then now there is this way. Like I like to have multiple solutions because I want people to have not different experiences. That sounds stupid. To not be limited to what I think is the solution, but what maybe they can come up as a solution on the map. So now we are back here. If you press right, then you go over here, and this guy goes over here. Then you can down, right, down, down, right, down, down, right. This is left, not right. So neither does anything on this guy. So then you can just do this loop-de-loop around. What you can do here, by the way, like this is the starting point, they don't confuse anyone, is you can zoom up here, go around and go here. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is one less step than our current solution. So that is up, right, up, left, down, left. So let's see where this guy ends up then. So we go up, right, up does nothing. We go left, we go down, we go left. So you end up here. Yeah, here. From here, what you can do is you can go here, here, here. I mean, you can go here, 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 here. So let's not obstruct this up movement here. Even better, add some trees to it. And I think this is it, right? I can have things in this line and this line. Let's not confuse the players even more. But this is what I'm feeling at some point, is that with all the decals and the trees, that I might confuse players. Like the possibility overload, or I don't know how to say it. So let's grab a few more like grasses and stuff. And then we will move on to coding again, because now we have 5 maps with 2 guys. How about we make the mushrooms, the big mushrooms, come alive? These ones. I want something. 2 duckies. You can escape here, but if you want to be a discoverer, then go for it. So let's save this, reload it, and then go back to the main card. Find the map string. Don't forget to put a comma here. Put in the string. And then let's check out the map game. I already forgot. Okay, I found it. Ooh, okay. This looks nice. Or at least to me. Oh, this cannot go down for some reason. Why? Oh, there's a weird tile over there. I cannot press down. Hold on. No, I want to load it. Load. Level 5. So what is this? This is 18. Huh? What? Why cannot? Let me load level 5. Now you can. What? I have a glitch in the system. Oh no. Not the bugs that you cannot reproduce. Those are the worst. What was that? Okay, let's go. I don't want to think about it. Oh. Flip blocks, mushrooms. What is? We want to have a mushroom collection. We're gonna duplicate the layer out there, but this is just gonna be adding mushrooms. Add mushrooms. Oh, my hand was all over my phantom pen, so I have ink over me. Add mushrooms to X, Y. They are on off blocks that are triggered to flip their state when the character steps on specific tiles. We're gonna say add mushroom, and all we want to do is for them to have a state that is on true, for example. Probably we want to add this here is welcome back. We are in the middle of adding mushrooms to the game. Mushroom collection. M. So now we go up here and we expand this because now we have another thing that we do not want to set. We want to save it for later. So now we're just gonna say else if tile ID equals the mushroom on tile, then this is still an else. We're gonna say add mushroom XY mset x y 18 else if Also, we need the on-off. So this is true here. Equals mushroom off tile. Then this is false. So I saw that this didn't autocomplete. Let's try to figure out why. Because I haven't renamed this. So now we have mushrooms on and off. We now want to draw those mushrooms because we don't have them on the tiles anymore. So in the draw function, we're just gonna say for m in all mushroom collection do SPR. This is gonna be a bit tricky because we're just gonna say a ternary. So mushroom, not mushroom, but let's just say mush dot is on, and we're gonna say mushroom on tile or mushroom off tile mush.x times 8 mush.y times 8. So we are doing this times 8 to convert them into tile space. And this is just a fancy way of saying if they are turned on, then use the on tile. If they are not turned on, then use the off tile. It's like the closest thing that Lua has to ternaries. And the last thing we want to do is when we are stepping over stuff, we want to check if the player's next tile is a flip tile or mushrooms. If so, we want to invert them. So if next tile equals the, what was it? It was mushroom flip, right? Mushroom flip. Then we're just gonna loop over all our mushrooms. So for mush in all mushroom collection do, and we just want to invert their is on. So you can say mush dot is on equals not mush dot is on. So this is gonna flip true to false and false to true because you are negating and assigning it back. Phew. So let's now try to make a map that utilizes these mushrooms. Do we want to make a map with them first that has one character? I think that kinda ruins the parallel vibe, like the theme. So how about we make a map so the first spirit helps the second escape, like a mushroom prison. So we come back to PICO-8, we reload, then we're gonna say save level 6.pp. Let's connect this island up here. Let's have a spirit here that can step on this flip tile. Ah. This way. And let's have a second one down here. So it's gonna be trapped between these big mushrooms. So once you step on this, they will flip to being small so you can escape. Personally, I do not really care about how difficult this level is, because not how difficult, but like I don't want this level to be more complicated than figuring out that you have to flip the mushrooms. I'm gonna try to make so that you cannot really like fumble this up. If you come up here, you can get stuck, so let's put the tree over there. And now figure out how these guys moves. I think the easiest way to plop the shrine over there, and then you're incentivized to move here. Let's even cut this part off. Can you go back? No, you can go back here. Just want to make sure the player cannot get stuck, basically. Maybe we can even put one here, because this will trick you, like this will go down, so you do not go here and here, but you will actually go through this, and then you can play around with this closing and opening. I might even just do this, so you can actually just move up down and figure out this thing. You block this way, so you cannot get stuck with completing this guy first. You need to step on this, so you cannot just do this, because then this guy never gets free. Let's reload it. Loading the main cart. Find the map string. Jump to the end. And let's cheat and start on level 6 immediately. Oh, I have won. What? How? That looks not good. Neither of them are standing on... Huh? Did I use the wrong spirit? Hold on. No. Our code wants to check against spirit tile is 12. Did I use 13 here? I did. Okay, so that is the issue. Like I used sprite 13 for the characters here, but if we go back to the init, the spirit tile is 12. So it didn't add any players. Therefore, this array, the characters array, was empty. So there was no one to flip this one boolean to false. So now we replace these with the correct ones. We go back to the make card. Delete the old string. Paste in the new. This is 5. Okay, now we are here. Oh, we haven't made a check, so... Aha! This is debugging at its finest. Like you see, the character just goes through the mushrooms. Bloop. Because they are not tiles anymore. So we actually have to check against them in the code. Where is it? When we're moving the player, we have this no spirit on tile. Maybe we can use this here. Also said no spirit on tile if there is a mushroom there. We rename this to mushroom collection. Rename this to mush. We do not care about this because they cannot be ever equal. And now we're gonna say that if there is a mushroom, then we're gonna set this also to false, so they cannot step there. Now it's probably worth to rename this. I don't think it is anywhere else. Yeah. So let's rename it is a new tile occupied and not occupied is new tile at the free. Yep. So now if we reload, oh, this guy runs over this. Oh, because that is not an actual water tile down there. Okay, debugging time. Not debugging, but load level 6. It can run over because there is this weird tile here. And there is another error which I saw. So if we come back to the PICO-8 view and I reload. Okay, this is also another error if you are just stationary on the tile, then you are constantly flipping them frame by frame. The worst, not the worst, but the more intriguing issue is I cannot step over these mushrooms, even because they are there when I want to step, but they are flipped off. Flipped off. Switched off. So we need to fix two things here. First is, when we check if a mushroom is on a place, we only want to count the mush that is on. So we're gonna say and mush is on. This is the easier fix. So now we only flip this if there is a mushroom that is on there. And here, next tile mushroom flip. This also suffers from the same issue when we were stepping on shrines back then. We only want to do this flip when we are moving, so and not character dot direction not equals 5. We'll only allow this if the character is not stationary. Only allow the flip if the character on is stationary. So now it only flips once, and you can go over them. One issue that you might saw is if I press up, the bottom spirit now is behind the mushroom. This should be the opposite. The player should be always over the mushroom. This fix is easy. In the draw, we just switch their places. We're gonna draw the mushrooms first. Draw the mushrooms. And now the player is on top of the mushroom. Also, Vidatu, go away. I don't like you. Or I like you, but not when you do that. So you see now the player is on top of the mush. Now you cannot escape with the bottom character, whatever you do. Only when you activate the mushrooms, you can go through. Ah, now that we are on a new stage, you can see the other arrow which we forgot. The issue about cleaning stuff up. Since we now do mushrooms on each stage. Oh, that sounds weird. We are not at Woodstock. We don't do mushrooms each stage. Since we have mushrooms on each level, now we want to clean them up as well. So now if we go back and clear the stage. Now they are not there anymore. Oh. Need the stretch. We are slowly approaching the time of the streamer, but we can still get in a few more levels. Like, do I want a simpler level than this for mushrooms? I don't know. Like, I think it is really clear with the bottom one that you cannot escape. And once you step over this, it's clear that they disappear. We could do particle effects for both when they flip. So like the mushrooms like go poof or something. So it is more clear that things change on the map. So let's do that. Coding. Let me fetch when the player enters a shrine. And then when we switch mushrooms, which is somewhere around here, I do believe, here. We add particles, but it is not the character's position, but the mush's position. And we probably want to change colors to the red and the white of the mushrooms. So let's see. Oh. Okay, that might be a bit too much. Might be a bit overkill, if you ask me. Also, I want to empty these. Oh, I cannot. I can. So they don't obstruct everything. Like you clearly could see the empty space around the small mushrooms, but now they don't obstruct the view behind them. This is a bit overkill though. Random 0.5, this is the size of the particle. It's the radius, yeah. I only want small particles for this. 0.5. And maybe we can differentiate, so let's have two color pairs. One for mush going down, one for mush going up. Let's move this after. Local color pairs equals the first pair is gonna be this white one, so it is 8 and 7, and the second one could be something brown, like going into the ground. So brown is 4. Yeah, brown is 4, dark green is 3. So let's have a 4 and maybe 8, so it looks like they're going down. Because 5 is not gonna be visible. And here when we assign color, we yet again do one of those local, let's not do it there, local color index equals mush dot is on. So if the mushroom is on, that means it is up. So when we flip, it is going down. So we want the second color, which has the brown. Otherwise it is going up, so we want the first. Then it is gonna go down. So we grab the second pair from colors. If it is is off and it is going up. We want the right hand. And here in the color, we're gonna say color pairs, color index, and randomly select from that table. So we are randomly selecting from this or this based around if the mushroom is on or off. I still think the particles are a lot, so let's cut them down to like 8. Modify the X so they are not going that wide. And cut back their life a bit. Maybe something like this, let's see. Maybe I do want the random size now between the small and the bigger. One thing that could make this better is if this animation that they are going down is not going up but maybe sideways, like a puff of smoke. But yeah, those are the mushrooms. So one cool thing we can do with them now is I do save level 7. And I just quickly do this. And with this. Is you can have on and off mixed, so you can have these little mushrooms there, you can have these big mushrooms there, and if the character is moving then this is gonna go up and this is gonna go down, like I do this. This is level 7. See? They can be different. This is what I kind of like about this. You can mix and match. Ooh, oh my god. Oh, sorry. Do I want to do more? Because I'm kinda tired, not gonna lie. I still want to like doodle around a few maps. We have these new mushies in. Oh, we haven't played around with the movement tiles. So like with the no, not save. Load. Load. Level 7. You can do funky stuff like this. Hold on. You can put axis here. You can do this. And if I go back to the main, and rewrite this with this funky one. One goes all around and loop-de-loop, triggering all the mushrooms, and PICO-8 is freaking out. Because all the particles that we are generating. This is quite interesting that this can go up to like 200% frames. I'm not sure why it does that. I mean, technically they're creating a lot of new objects, probably that is why. Like we have, what, 40 mushrooms maybe? Each of them creating 10 particles. Like 2 times a second. Also, you cannot escape this because you can only move a character once they exist, once they stop movement. And since the right guy is on the infinite loop of the movement plates, you cannot press anything. But you can, but it just doesn't do anything. Because he never gonna be escaping this. Maybe if I move this guy up. Woo! Escaped. Now back into the eternal loop-de-loop. But yeah, we need to figure out a better graphical look for these movement plates as well. But yeah, I think this is where I'm gonna end the stream for today. We made some progress, we made some levels. I want to rest. I want to like come up with more level ideas over the weekend. And then Monday we can do nothing, just map making probably. Let's see. No, from here. No, from here. No one from here. Now let's search quickly. No, I don't see anyone with the title of the gem in the game dev category, and I don't have any acquaintances gaming, so yeah, we're gonna end without a raid today. Thank you guys, girls and non-binary balls, for tuning in, and we're gonna see each other on Monday, maybe tomorrow, and I'm not sure on that. Like Monday is the fix if I don't have to work, because we have to finish the game at some point. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Hope you're gonna have a it is fine. Lol. I'm trying to come up with something. I will work on that. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Hope you're having a nice weekend. Take care and bye bye. And have a nice jamming if you are doing the gym. It's funny, the idea of Luchong, but that's all. See y'all.